Hello fellow schoolers. So we've had a few hiccups in the play group, and even though we've tried to set up a date for some casual games, for various reasons this didn't come to pass, and I can't really get the SD cards with all the other games from the other camera until we meet up. So while we wait, I'll just put up the third match of the Composition A in this tournament, even though I had planned to shift camera at this point in time. And for this third match, I'm facing off against a blue, white and black Aggro-Control setup. So let's take a few minutes to go over this deck type. And this particular archetype, its core is white and blue, and it splashes black for the Demonic Tutor and Mind Twist. And the aggro element of the deck is arguably the best creatures in the format, in the form of the Serra Angel, the Savannah Lion and the Serendip Ifrit. And then it will remove the other guy's creatures with Swords to Plowshares, sometimes Sonic Blasts as well. And it will have Disenchanter, obviously. And it will protect its own aggro elements using Mana Drain, Counterspell, and depending on how deep you go into the control element, you can pack Power Sinks as well. Blue and white are probably the strongest colors in old school at the moment, and this is like the blueprint of a lot of different tournament decks. It's tier 1, or it can be brewed to become tier 1. If you splash red into it for burn elements, it becomes what's called a fantasy zoo. That can also be brewed into a tier 1. And you can put books in it and make it more control-ish, and it will become an aggro-control deck. And finally, some decks, they don't utilize the lions as much, but they use moat as instead. And then we call it skies. And that's also a tier 1, or it can be brewed to that. So yeah, the version we're going to see in this match is the more control-ish variant called Aggro-Control by many. It's not a rare sight to see these different tweaks of this very, very strong and efficient archetype, and it's usually at the top tables as well. And I've played such archetypes a bunch of times. It's not a bad matchup for the Composition A, but of course it's no easy feat either. And I've gone over my own deck a couple of times, and I will not repeat myself a third time here. But if you're new to the channel and you're kind of curious about it, first of all, welcome. I hope you'll have fun watching this. The deck techs are on the video between video number 20B and 21, which is the beginning of the Tournament of Esbjerg, and video number 42, which is a deck tech at the beginning of the Tournament of the Long Island Cup 1.0. So without further ado, let's go straight to the match of this tournament, match number 3. And we have the blue and white aggro-control deck on the left here with that black dragon playmat, and I'm on the right. And here's the hand of the aggro-control deck. We have a Mox Pearl, a Plains, a Black Lotus, a Factory, a Tundra, a Serra Angel and a Savannah Lion on his hand. That's a pretty strong start from him. And I'm mulliganing here. Down to 6 cards, I believe. But I believe that first mulligan is okay. It's not a disaster. So, pretty quick decision making here, just getting rid of a card, and he's on the play. Okay, Pearl Lotus, a Factory and a Serra Angel turn 1. Okay, here we go. Action packed. Passing the turn to me. Should tap his lands now. Okay, but never mind. Okay, he does so here. So I play a Scrubland and a Mox Jet, and I have no answer in hand here. That's a Savannah Lion. That's both his creatures and his factory. It's a bunch of damage next turn. Oh, there's a Hypnotic Spectre. Can hold some of the creatures back, but he immediately sorts the Plowshares it. Wow, coming over for 9 points of damage here. It's just exploding out of the gate. I really need to draw some removal here. Bolting the line. Putting out another Hypnotic Spectre is just pure survival mode. What a start from him. Okay, coming over with everything here. I like to block the factory just to take something down with me. At this point, I'm not sure what I'm up against, but I haven't seen any red mana, so he won't likely be able to burn me out here, even though if he gets in one more time. So we have a Black Lotus, Disenchanting the Mox, and Time Walking. Okay, I needed to do that in order to get into blue mana, to get another draw, but didn't draw any removal. So the fact that the Serendil comes in again, still no removal. Yeah, so what a quick game. Couldn't find an answer in time here. In retrospect, I should have held back with the bolt and just waited a turn, blocked the Angel with the Hypnotic Spectre, and then bolted it and prayed for high heavens that he didn't have a counterspell. But it would be a big risk. I would take a lot of damage before that, and I didn't know if he would likely have counter magic. But that could have been a far better play. It's debatable. Anyway, he's up 1-0 at this point. Let's brace for impact for round number 2. At least I'm on the play here. And I need to mulligan again. Not the best luck. Here's his hand. Tundra, Plains, Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Control Magic, Savannah Lion, and a Sonic Blast. So packing a lot of blue power in that opening. So let's see what the Composition A can try to do against this. Cutting a bit forward here while I shuffle for the mulligan. And so we draw 7 cards and needs to discard one of them. And that's the discard. And we're off. And I have an Ancestral Recall as well. Okay, so at least that's that. Really considering something here. Must be at 8 cards, I presume, so I need to discard unless I can play something. No, I'm at 7 actually. Anyway, that's a Black Lotus. I wonder why I'm not using it. Perhaps I should discard anyway. Yeah, so okay, so he holds back with his Ancestral Recall at this point. Perhaps he's fearing a Red Blast. Oh, I might twist him for his entire hand. That's a real turnover here. Using the Black Lotus for it though, but he comes in with a swing with the line, and there's that City in a Bottle. Okay, this must be a sideboard card. He has likely taken his Serendipity Freaks out and used them just to get the bottles in. And it actually, as far as I remember, it actually holds me back here because I have a City of Brass in hand and no Dreams, and I can't get the Dreams out until that City in a Bottle is gone, and I don't have any white mana. So stripping his lands here, he attacks with the Lion, and I can't really, I can't block and tap the factory at this point because it has Summoning Sickness. So I need to wait a turn, and now I can hold the Lion back. Coming out with a Spectre, he doesn't have any white mana, and the moment he drops anything like that, I'll strip mine it immediately. So now I need to get in and pick a card. There's a Black Lotus though, and there's a Demonic Tutor in hand. Cracking the Lotus for 2 black mana, and now he tutors. So yeah, he can't really tutor for a land, I guess, because he has a Mox Pearl. I think that's a good pick. And he has a Swords of Plowshare in hand. Cheeky bastard. So, but that's his entire hand at this point. So yeah, I can't remove his Pearl now because don't have any white mana for a disenchant, and the Strip Mine obviously can't touch it. And he drew into a disenchant, so yeah, he's still getting what he needs here. Removing the factory immediately and getting in with the lion. I'm not really sure what I should disenchant, if I should go for the Pearl or go for the City in a Bottle, if I ever draw into a white mana source. So it can't do anything passing the turn, and the lion will just get in and take another big chunk out of my leg. There's a third black mana source that's not a City of Brass, and I can get the Underworld Dreams out. But he's coming over again. I'm down to 10 life here. Putting down a Strip Mine, Strip Mining one of the black... Oh, the red mana source, that's a good pick. Oh, I can't bolt the lion. And I still don't have any white mana. Sushi coming down, and he has a Swords of Plowshare again. At least it gives me life. It's not a disenchant. So the lion comes over, reducing some of the life here. Chaos Orb. Yeah. I should probably take the City in a Bottle. Yep. It holds me too much back. I need that City of Brass out so I can get access to white mana. A case could be made to take out his Pearl, but I think this is the better option. Okay, yeah, okay, drop the City of Brass there. So we drew into a Plains and attacks. That's fair. I'm not even having any removal. I wonder where it is. Immediately Strip Mining his Plains, obviously. Getting down a Dewsum Gin. 10 life here. That's another lion. This is a bit of a dilemma, because if I attack with the Dewsum Gin, I'll be open for 4 points of damage from those lions and a point of damage from the Dewsum Gin, so we'll actually do the same amount of damage to each other here. He would likely just let me go in and revenge attack. So I need something to happen to get out of this deadlock here. Okay, there's a Wheel of Fortune doing 7 points of damage to him from the Underworld Dreams, and he had a Braincase in hand, providing a full new hand and hopefully some solutions and options here. Some removal. I haven't seen much removal out of the Composition A in this set. So attack with the Dewsum now. I likely have a blocker then. Yeah, something is coming out. And he jumps block with the Savannah Lion now, because he has taken too much damage from that Wheel of Fortune Underworld Dreams combination. There's a Sushi coming out. He disenchants it immediately. But he needs jump blockers against the Dewsum Gin at this point. So that's fine. We have the same amount of life here, but I have a lot more lands. I have an Underworld Dreams on him, and I have a Demon against a Lion. So things are looking okay. Killing the Lion, getting a Factory out. And Hypnotic Spectre I have stabilized, but I'm a bit afraid of a balance at this point, but still, there's those streams on him. There's a Moat though. Okay, so he has he has both Savannah Lions and the Moat in the deck. So I suppose it might be called Skies as well, but it's not all flyers. He has ground forces as well. Getting in with the Hypnotic Spectre for 2 points of damage. He's at 5 points of life here, and another Hypnotic Spectre and Time Walking. Oh, okay, this is bad. They can just get in and I just disenchant the Mode. Yeah, I didn't even need to. I could just get in with the Hypnotic Spectres and he would die in his draw step. But I guess I felt like just really crushing him after that first match. So yeah, it's a psychological warfare. Oh, I just like the the feeling of attacking with Gutams, I suppose. So anyway, third match of this very close set. And I think here's his hand. Ancestral Recall again. Time Twister this time. Sonic Blast, an Island, another Sonic Blast, an Angel, and a Brain Geyser. Yeah, but yeah, what? He mulligans it. Okay, that's, yeah. I suppose I understand why. He knows my deck fairly well. I think he's a watcher of this channel. I think he is. He might know that I would just land destruct that island, but I still think, I mean, with an island and an Ancestral Recall, it is a risk, but he could draw into more lands. So yeah, it is debatable. Let's see what he gets here. If he will show it. Sitting in a bottle again. Energy Flux. Source to Plowshare. Sarah Angel. Strip Mine. Difficult to see. Starts out with a Strip Mine here. I think the other hand might have been better. I'm not sure. At least there's that Sitting in a Bottle though. Just places it immediately. And this is a debatable play as well, because usually I'll say wait with it until you can get some cards with it, like a City of Brass or something, like a 1-for-1 or a 2-for-1. But this might actually, the composition is acting a bit strange. Slight difficulties getting the mana and getting the removal. So it keeps me from mana fixing with the City of Brass, as it is out. So okay, so he tutors. He might have tutored for that Tundra, or he could have tutored for the Ancestral Recall. I think it's the latter. Coming out with a lion here. We do have a defending factory, but I seem a bit mana starved, passing the turn right back, and I don't have a second black mana source. He has a Strip Mine. He doesn't even use it on the factory, so that tells me that he'll have removal in hand against it. Otherwise he would have stripped it. Most players do. Attacking again. Those lions, it's such a cool creature. 1 mana and it's a bunch of damage so fast. Still no mana. I'm time walking out of desperation here. I need a second black mana source. There's one. Not a white one though. Now we can get a Sushi out. And he just removes it. So I'm back at 20 life here. Okay, the lion comes over again for another swing. Right, life parity again. And if I can't get any white mana, I can't remove that City in a Bottle. There's Hypnotic Spectre. The problem is some of my deck's mana base, it needs those City of Brass sometimes in order to just cover all bases. Comes over with the lion again. 4 mana. Mind Twisting me for 3. Now it's his turn to repay the favor, I suppose. 3 cards here. Lightning. Yeah, there's a City of Brass. I can't get it out. And a Bolt. The Bolt is that hurt. Would have been nice to just remove that threat. Next, okay, we're coming over with everything here. Picking a card. Energy Flux, the worst card he can get out of this situation. And remember, he can just strip mine my factory whenever he wants to, so I need to get that in as much as possible. Oh, there's an Angel though. And he has just Mind Twisted my Lightning Bolt. And I don't have any white mana. And here's the hand, 2 Disenchant, 2 Salt to Plowshares. It's all white. And just the 1 color I don't have. And so much removal here. So, yeah, a bit frustrating. So, I need to draw into something here. Okay, he attacks with everything. Has a Tundra and something else that's worthless in hand. But I don't know if he has a counterspell, but we saw that I don't have any bolts. All I have is Swords to Plowshares and Disenchants. So I tried to block his lion, and he immediately strip mines it. And yeah, what can you do? I mean, I trade with the lion, it might be a mistake. Again, it's debatable, but perhaps I should have let them all go in and try to block the Serengil later if I get into a bolt. But drew into another white card. We're now up at 3 disenchants and 2 swords to plowshares. 5 cards in hand. Can't play a thing. Here's the Serengil coming over for another swing. I'm at 6 points of life. Getting out of sushi here, but he won't mind. He'll just attack. Yeah, here we go. And taking the sushi for the control magic. And I'm so impotent with all those discharged swords to plowshares. It's pretty funny. Yeah, good game, good game. The blue aggro control won this one 2-1. And has a red blast against the control magic, but it won't matter. He'll just fly straight over my sushis and kill me before I can kill him. And I know this was very unlucky. I mean, drawing into a straight white hand with all the removal and I'm not having a single white mana source, but these things happen, especially when you have a greedy mana base like I do. Once in the blue moon, the deck will do some crazy stuff like that. And it's the price you pay when you want to play that many colors. It can happen that the combination of being locked out of a color and that the entire hand is that specific color that you're locked out of. It's a bit of a shame though, because I would have liked to see a more regular match between these two kinds of decks. I mean, with a regular hand, but I don't know who would have won, but it was a very fine game. I think it's a very, very strong archetype, and he's made it pretty damn tight, I think. Just the way that he could hold me back even after that big mind twist in the match number 2. Impressive stuff. So yeah, I might meet him later on. I hope for a rematch, that's for sure. But good game and solid victory for Aggro-Control. So yeah, after this, if I get the SD card, I will try to upload several other games from other matchups at the tournament. And if it takes too long, before I get a hold of the SD card, I'll just continue with the composition A. So we'll continue with more spiky opponents after this. Thank you for watching.